Going to discuss about binomial theorem. In your previous class, you are learnt about binomial theorem. That is used when n is a whole number. You have learnt in the form of x plus y whole to the power of n. X plus y whole to the power of n is equals to x to the power of n plus nc1 x to the power of n minus 1 into y plus nc2 into x to the power of n minus 2 into y square, so on. You learned this binomial theorem in your previous class. That is applicable only when n is a whole number. Now we are going to learn the binomial theorem when n is a real number. When n is a real number means n may have negative value or a positive value or a fraction, even though it may be a fraction. What is the condition to use this equation? X must should have less than 1. Now binomial theorem expression: 1 plus x to the power of n is equals to 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 into x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by factorial 3 into x cube, so on. You observe here how we are writing 1 plus nx. Now n into n minus 1, you have to reduce 1 every time. N into n minus 1, 2 terms are here, there comes factorial 2 only, and power is x square. Similarly, this n minus 1, n minus 2 by factorial 3 x cube, so on. So you have to remember this equation: 1 plus x power n is equals to 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 into x square plus n into n minus 1 by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by factorial 3 into x cube, so on. This is the expression for binomial theorem. This is the expression for 1 plus x to the power of n. Now this is useful to calculate numerical values. Now we are going to take one example. You have to find 1001 to the power of 1 by 3 up to 6 decimals. We see how we can find it. See, 1001 to the power of 1 by 3, you split into 2 terms, 1000 plus 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Take 1000 as common, 1 plus 1 by 1000 to the power of 1 by 3. Now 1000 to the power of 1 by 3 comes outside, that is 10, because 1000 is 10 into 10 into 10. So 10 into 1 plus 1 by 1000 to the power of 1 by 3. Now 10 into 1 by 1000 means 0.001 to the power of 1 by 3. 10 into, now we are expanding using binomial theorem. Now you observe 1 plus x to the power of n, 1 plus nx, 1 plus n is 1 by 3 and x is 0.001. So 1 plus 1 by 3 into 0.001 plus n 1 by 3, n minus 1 1 by 3 minus 1, x square 0.001 whole square by factorial 2. Factorial 2. Factorial 2 means 1 into 2 plus so on. Only we are taking these 3 terms: 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 x square, so on. Now we observe this 1 by 3 of 0.001 gives you the value of 10 into 1 plus 0.00033. Then 1 by 3 minus 1 gives minus 2 by 3 into 0.001 whole square by 2. 2 gets cancelled and plus into minus becomes minus. So what you are getting here, 10 into 1 plus 0.00033 minus 1 by 3 into 3 is 9 and 0.001 whole square is 0.00001. If you calculate this value, you will get 10 into 1.0003301. When you multiply with 10, you are going to get answer as 10.003301. So using binomial theorem, we calculated the value of 1001 to the to the power of 1 by 3 up to 6 decimals. So using this like this, you can calculate the numerical values. Students, now you observe here, this is very important, useful in our physics. What is use of binomial theorem? We use it for approximation when x is very less than 1. How can you write 1 plus x to the power of n will become 1 plus nx. 1 plus x to the power of minus n becomes 1 minus nx. 1 minus x to the power of n becomes 1 minus nx. 1 minus x to the power of minus n becomes 1 plus nx. You remember, these are very important. In binomial theorem, for approximation, when x is less than 1, very less than 1, you are taking only two terms, because all other terms vanishes, they will become 0. So how to remember? You remember, don't get by heart. See, 1 plus x to the power of n, 1 plus x to the power of n is equals to 1 plus nx. Multiply the symbols first, plus into plus, plus, n into x, nx. Similarly other, see, plus into minus, minus, n into x, nx. Minus into plus, minus, n into x, nx. Minus into minus, plus, 1 plus nx. Understood? Students, I think you understood how you are using for approximation. Students, observe and concentrate on this point. It is very important. We are applying in case of finding g at height h from the surface of the earth. So we are observing how it is useful in physics applications. We are going to find g. What is g? G is acceleration due to gravity. G will be equals to how much? G is equals to gm by r square. In previous class you have derived it, but for your understanding I am once again repeating. Say, let a body of mass m is at height h from the surface of the earth. Then we can apply Newton's universal gravitational law to find capital F, force of attraction. Force of attraction will be equals to gmm by r square near the earth, near the surface of the earth. Then from the Newton's second law of motion, F is equals to mg. F is equals to ma. At the place of a you have to put g, so F is equals to mg. We calculated F in two ways. One is F is equals to jmm by r square using Newton's universal gravitational law, and second one is F is equals to mg using Newton's second law of motion. When you equate these two, small m gets cancelled, you are getting g is equals to gm by r square. G is equals to gm by r square. It is near the earth. It is near the surface of the earth. When you move h height from the earth, g changes. We know that g changes from place to place. So our intention is find to g at height h. At height h from the surface of the earth, g dash can be written as gm by, you have to replace r by r plus h, gm by r plus h whole square. So now you write g dash by g. G dash by g, when you write g dash by g, gm gets cancelled. You are getting r square by r plus h whole square. Now you observe, from this we are applying binomial theorem. We are changing these terms to apply the binomial theorem. You observe here, we are taking r common in denominator. So when you take common r, it becomes r into 1 plus h by r whole square. You understood or not? You see again, we are taking r common in denominator, so r into 1 plus h by r whole square. So g dash by g is equals to r square by r into 1 plus h by r whole square. See, g dash by g is equals to, there is a bracket in this, so r, it becomes r square into 1 plus h by r whole square. So g dash by g is equals to r square by r square into 1 plus h by r square. R square gets cancelled. Again I will repeat the same step. Now we will get G dash by G is equals to R square into 1 plus H by R whole square. You observe, in last term we have R into 1 plus H by R whole to the power of 2. So it becomes R square and 1 plus H by R whole square. So G dash by G is equals to R square by R square into 1 plus H by R square. So R square gets cancelled. You can rewrite as G dash by G is equals to 1 by 1 plus H by R whole square. So G dash by G is equals to, in the denominator you have power 2. When you take it in the numerator, it becomes as minus 2. So G dash by G is equals to 1 plus H by R to the power of minus 2. So when H is very less than R, we use binomial theorem. You observe here, we came in the form of 1 plus x to the power of minus n. 1 plus x to the power of minus n is equals to 1 minus nx. I already taught you 1 plus into minus minus n into x nx. In this way you have to remember. So 1 plus x to the power of minus n is equals to 1 minus nx. So that you are getting G dash is equals to G into 1 plus into minus minus 2 into H by R to H by R. So what is the final expression for G dash? G dash is equals to G into 1 minus 2H by R. This is one application we are using in physics. This is the one application of binomial theorem in your class. And another one application you will arrive at finding operant frequency of sound in Doppler effect. Students, I think you understood very well about binomial theorem. Thank you. Thank you.